So I think we can start.
Shravani madam, your mic
Shravani
is
ma'am.
on.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Respected dignitaries, all the faculty and staff members, and my beloved students. A very good afternoon to you all. Welcome to the fourth day of Student Induction Program 2023, organized by Haldia Institute of Technology. Uh, Sir, Mr. Maina Katai with us. So the online podium is yours, sir, and kindly enlightened by your words of wisdom. Now, I want to speak about few words about sir. It's a pleasure for us to invite you, sir. Currently, Moinak sir is a scientist C and Deputy Director of Bureau of Indian Standards, Kolkata branch, Office 1. He has first Bachelor of Engineering in Meteorology and Materials Engineering from Indian Institute of Engineering Science and Technology, Shivpur. He is pursuing his research in condition engineering, archaeometeorology, sustainable steel making, and high performance materials. Moreover, he has been serving BIS for last 7 years and experienced in standardization, hallmarking, conformity assessment, and standard promotion. So this is all about Mainak sir. Sir, the podium is yours now. Mainak sir? Yes.
Yeah, thank you, madam. Shravani, madam, all the respected faculty members present here today, and the students who are the fresh leaves of our future, going to shower the dews of development and growth to the nation. And as we are all aware that Haldia Institute of Technology has been a player in the Chandrayaan 3 mission. So first of all, I congratulate Haldia Institute of Technology for this awesome success of the students that they have garnered in their institute. And as you can see that day by day things are growing, technologies are growing, people we are getting new and new eras of development, venturing into new areas of research and development. So technology and innovation becomes most important part and parcel of education. So, the Institute of Technology has taken a great initiative to initially induce the students, the newly inducted students, for regarding the standards and the industrial scenario what currently the nation is facing now. So, very thanks to Haldia Institute of Technology, and welcome to all the newly inducted students who have joined the uh, institute a few days back or few months back. And one thing I would like to share with all of you, that when we were in the college, we were the students like you. These kinds of interaction, these kinds of training were organized, but effectiveness of those trainings are not yet met. So now I hope that these induction training programs will help you in enriching your knowledge as well as in your future perspective. Before I start, I would like to tell you that one or the other students will be going to some or the other industry. They will be pursuing some master degree or research thing. Some will be going. Some students will be going in the research industry, but there are many constraints when we go in deep into it. It may be the management, it may be the people with whom you are working, it may be the profit or loss thing that we come across. So the point is that whenever you go to an industry, whenever you go for a research, whenever you go for higher studies, there are n number of constraints. But the point is that the constraint has to be overcome every time. And for overcoming the constraint, the first idea is to overcome the constraint. How will you overcome those constraints? How will you come out of those difficulties, those problems? And the second part is that now, as the world is going very fast, the world is growing very fast. We are in the age of artificial intelligence. We are in the age of mobile phones, internet. I think internet is rather is a backdated thing. We are in the field of chat gpt and all the things which are coming up now. We have to take decisions very soon. So the capability of taking decisions is required. And how will you take the decisions? The idea is that your basics, whatever you are learning, whatever you will be learning, should be clear at the earliest stage. So the basics that you are learning, it may be any kind of subject what uh, 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 you are studying, you are learning. The basics should be clear. The fundamentals of the subject must be clear in your mind. You must be able to imagine what thing is going on in a machine, what thing is going on in a aeroplane, what thing is going on in a steel plant, what is the basic of power transmission and power electronics. All the basics of your study should be clear. And in order to meet to clear the basic, you should have the deep knowledge about the subject. So in initially you might not be able to grasp the things what you might be taught, but going deep into it will obviously help you out in clearing your basics, and those basics will ultimately help you to grow, to gain experience in the industry or whatever field you go. Today, I would like to inform you about some of the basics which you will be going into the industry and using in the industry, and that is about standards. The standard of anything, the standard of A, B, C, X, Y, Z, 1, 2, 3, anything what you use in your day-to-day life, starting from a pen that you use up to the mobile phone that you are using or you may be using in your day-to-day life, without which I think today's living is not possible at all. So so what are those standards? Why we require the standards? How these standards are helpful in our day-to-day life? So some part of the standards in your life, I will like to enlighten you about that. I would like to tell you about that, introduce about the standards. And you may feel that these standards may not be relevant to you today. Maybe it is not very catchy today, it is not very attractive today, but let me tell you that in each and every industry, wherever you go, in each and every field wherever you go in your future, these standards will not leave you where if you want also. So standards has to be met at any point of time when you will be serving the nation in future. So I will share a presentation. Just give me a minute.
Sir, are you there? You are not audible, sir.
No, he is trying to show his PPT, I think. Just now
Okay.
he have told.
Okay.
Mute on. Is my screen visible?
No, it is not
No,
visible.
sir, not now.
Okay. Just give me one more minute. Just. Mute on. Now it is visible?
Yes,
Not
yes, it is visible.
Okay. Thank you. Slideshow. Is the presentation visible?
No.
No,
Your
sir.
presentation is not visible, but your Google Meet is visible only.
Okay. शेयर बोले कुछ ऑप्शन
শেয়ার করতে পারছি না।
just can you help me out? Means from which option I have to share because.
Acha, sir, I
Yeah,
am
yeah,
showing you that in the bottom panel there is a hand, na? Can you see
yeah.
that? Acha.
Just 1 second.
Acha.
Just one.
On the left side of your hand there is an up arrow. Can you see that?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay. So you
Yeah.
just click on that up arrow.
Yeah.
Acha. There is a option, na, open window.
Yeah.
Present in a window. Okay. You just put your PPT on some window. Just minimize that PPT.
Okay. It's
Deepa
minimized.
ma'am,
Okay, and from there you can show. Just open, enter the window only. Click on the PPT, which you have minimized over there.
Now is it visible?
No, it is not visible to us.
sir, please share your screen again.
Just 1 second. From present now.
Yeah, now go to, in the bottom panel. You can see your PPT is open. Just click on the PPT.
Okay. Clicked. Yes. Yes.
Now PPT, you can see the PPT.
Yeah, I can see.
No, that is not sharing.
Just 1 second. I will try once more. Please give me two
Sir,
minutes.
sir, you need to share your entire screen,
Yeah, I'm sharing my entire screen from
and
present.
then you have to open your presentation window. Then it will come.
Okay. Okay. Just 1 second. My screen is visible. It's my desktop.
No, it is not visible.
No, not now. It's not visible, sir.
No, no, mute on.
Sir, your screen is visible now. You just
Okay.
have to open the PowerPoint, which is minimized at the bottom. Yes, sir. It is now visible. You can now go to
Yes,
full
sir. Yes,
screen.
sir. Yes, sir. It's visible.
Okay.
Now we can proceed.
Yeah, just give me 1 minute. 1 minute. I'm sharing. Just give me 1 minute.
Sure, sir. Sure, sure. No
Yeah.
problem.
Entire screen. My screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes, it is visible now, sir.
Presentation. Presentation. Slide show. Yeah. Now presentation is also visible.
Yes, yes, it is okay now. Completely okay.
Okay. Thank you. Uh, So what I was telling about is regarding standards, because in a day-to-day life, knowingly or unknowingly, we are using standards in uh, different aspects. Maybe uh, the timings of our college, the bus timings, the uh, signals, right, walking on left side of the road, your t-shirt size, all those has happened due to the standards, and uh, knowingly unknowingly we use those standards in our day-to-day life. And the students who are newly inducted, I would like to tell them that these standards will not leave you behind wherever you go, wherever you mm, uh, in the future, or even in your studies, you will be finding those standards very relevant to your studies, and might be here and there they may be spread over it. Now, uh, regarding my organization, I am from Bureau of Indian Standards. We call the National Standards Body of India, under the aegis of Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution, Government of India. My organization is a statutory organization under the direct control of Ministry of Consumer Affairs, Food and Public Distribution. Uh, about me, myself, Scientist C and Deputy Director of Kolkata branch office 1 of BIS, and Madam has already told about me. So you might have seen those signs in different products or different items. These signs, we look, we find we search for these products, these signs in different products, but many a times we don't know what are those signs. These marks or these signs are basically the mark of safety, quality, and in case of, say, gold, this is purity. But these signs are not given as it is. Means, if anyone wants that I should put these signs on my product or on my services, that is not allowed. He has to comply with some or the other benchmark or the standards that has been set by the Bureau of Indian Standard or any other standard body functioning in the world. So these are the signs of quality, safety, security of a product, or even in many cases, services also. The signs are given by BIS in India on different products, like the ISI mark. Most of us has already seen the hallmark on jewelry. These have these assures uh, uh, the purity of the gold, how much I am paying, that much gold I should get in a jewelry. So these marks or these signs are given after due consideration of a standard or the product, whether it is meeting the standard or not. So again, I am telling, wherever you go or in and around, standards are everywhere. Yeah. So have you ever uh, thought of the fact that why those SIM cards may be from Airtel, Vodafone, Idea, Geo, earlier we have MTS, Tata Indicom, etc. Any SIM can fit into any company's mobile. So it's a fact that whatever SIM you use of any company, that can fit into any other company's mobile phone. Micromax, Apple, Samsung, Vivo, Geo. How it had happened? It had happened only due to the standards, because the protocol of the SIM, where the chip has to be placed, what should be the dimension of the chip, that is fixed. There are no sharp edges in toys. How it had happened? It had happened due to the standards only. So in and around us, we have got standards, but knowingly, unknowingly, we don't give consideration to those standards. And not giving consideration to those standards leads to catastrophe. How? See, there was a city of Baltimore way back. A fire, a big fire exerted in the city, and the local government of those city, uh, the firefighting equipments or the firefighting forces of those city failed. Those state failed. What the local government thought, that we should call the firefighting forces from neighboring states and fight this huge fire, but they also failed. Why it had happened? Because the couplings of the pipe firefighting equipments do not fit in the the water lid of the city. That resulted in the city of Baltimore into ashes. The whole city of Baltimore was burnt into ashes, and no one could control that fire, just because the couplings and the taps or the hoses of the water water bodies were not fitting. So this is one example that we neglect due to the absence of the standard. A big catastrophe has happened. Another example of a catastrophe, send unmanned vehicle to the Mars, the orbit of the Mars, but the mission was failed, just because there was a small negligence of the standard. What was the negligence? The hovercraft, the machine was designed in SI unit. SI unit means meter, kilogram, seconds. In that unit, the hovercraft or the spacecraft, whatever you tell, was designed. However, as it was an unmanned mission, the programming was done is in FPS system, that is a foot pound system. And we know how much meter equal to pound, foot, how much kilogram equal to pound, and seconds is okay. So due to this miscommunication, due to this lagging of the SI unit in the particular field, the whole mission collapsed, the whole mission failed. And this has happened only due to the fact that standard of the units were not met. So you can see how these standards are important in our life. Means it can lead to a huge catastrophe also. Like in signals, if you don't follow the signals, if you think that red means go, then obviously there would be a catastrophe. If you feel that we should drive two-wheelers without helmet, yes, it will obviously lead to catastrophe. So negligence of the standard will lead to a huge catastrophe. It will not help you out in any way if you neglect those standards. And if you see, standards are all around us, everywhere. I was just telling in the earlier stage that standards are everywhere. Your A4 paper, your Excel, the sizes of the T-shirt, the keyboard. If you see that keyboard even in your mobile phones, the keyboard has a standard, because it's not like that A B C D E F G H is all together, and in the next line G H I J K L M is all together. It's haphazard based on some coding which is called ASCII code. The keyboard is designed like that. The words, the letters, the numbers are spread here and there, but they too have a standard. The keyboard of your mobile phone, the keyboard of your laptop, the keyboard of a personal computer has a standard. There is a standard for crash test of the cars also. So standards are everywhere. However, standards, again, I'm telling, are not uh, uh, recognized, are not observed, not seen. They go unnoticed. When it is noticed, when it leads to a frustration, or it leads to a catastrophe. In what way frustration? For example, uh, we are buying mobile phones every 2 years, 3 years. We are buying mobile phones. We look for features: camera, RAM, ROM, whether games can be played on it or not, 3G, 4G, 5G, maybe in coming days 6G, or maybe not 6G, maybe 8G directly. Meta will be supporting or not, Facebook, WhatsApp, Yevo, all the things we are doing. We are searching for it. But we never thought whether the charger which is being supplied with the mobile phone will fit into the socket of my home or not. If it doesn't fit, yes, it will obviously lead to our frustration, because if the mobile is not charged, you can imagine where we will be in these days now. If we don't check our WhatsApp or Facebook status after half an hour, we go round. So that will lead to a frustration if the mobile is not charged. But standard had made it like that. You need not to ask the shopkeeper whether the charger of my mobile phone will fit into the socket of my house or not. So that way, the standard had helped you in making your life more and more easy. And catastrophe, obviously, the examples I have already cited. If the cement of a bridge is not of a proper quality, or it is the rods which is being used is of not a proper quality, or the steel which is used for making rail tracks is not of a standard quality, yes, obviously you can imagine about the results, imagine about the happenings, what will happen. So standards go unnoticed, but when it is noticed, when there is some frustration, which can lead to ultimate catastrophe, or a big happening also. Now, a formal definition of a standard, a big definition, because we are scientists, we are technologists. So without giving a long definition to a short term, it is not correct. So there is a formal definition of a standard made from consensus for repeated use, and for product and service X, Y, Z. All those things are written here, but in small sense. A standard is a document, a standard is a book in which the quality parameters and the safety parameters of a product or service is written. So in small terms, it is nothing but a book comprising of the quality and safety parameters of a product or service. And why standards are required? Why we do need standard? I've already told you to define the benchmark quality of a product or a service. The benchmark should be defined. What should be the size of my SIM card? What should be the size of my ATM card? What should be the size of a nut bolt for an aeroplane? What should be the size? What should be the distance between two railway tracks? What should be the dress code of a school or college? What should be the timing of starting of the classes? So this is a benchmark. The minimum requirement to meet the quality of a product is done by the standard. Next is obviously the safety of the human health, whether the product or the service which we are using is safe for us or not. Obviously, that should be the main criteria of a standard. Next is there should not be proliferation of the variety. Varieties should be reduced, because if there are n number of varieties, obviously quality will be degrading. And most important part is about interchangeability and compatibility. What does interchangeability means? Say you have a SIM card of Airtel. You were using a Samsung phone. The SIM card of Airtel was being used in the mobile phone of Samsung, but the Samsung phone got damaged. It is not working. Now what to do? Getting a new phone and again putting the same SIM into the new phone of any XYZ company. So that should fit into it. That means the SIM that I am using is interchangeable to any of the mobile phone that is being used by me. Like ATM cards. The ATM card which we use nowadays is like that. It can fit into any bank's ATM card. Whether if I am a SBI account holder, my ATM card can obviously work in UBI, UCO, ICICI, wherever I want it. So it is interchangeability. And compatibility. Compatibility in the sense that the projector, like the projector that we are using in our conference hall, that should fit into any laptop. The plug that we are using it should fit into any socket. So both the words are somewhat similar, but interchangeability that is like that. It should be inchangeable within itself. You might be aware that Government of India has made it mandatory that Type-C chargers should be supplied in each and every phone. That is a mandatory requirement now. Why Type-C charger? Because the first one is that it will reduce the power consumption, obviously, because the charging is fast. And second, you need not to carry 1, 2, 3, 4 charger for 4, 5, 6 mobiles. You have to carry one charger only. Same is for your laptops, and also the LED TVs that we use have been made compulsorily with the inbuilt set-top box also. So these are some examples of interchangeability and compatibility that standard does to us. So now coming into BIS, what BIS is, Bureau of Indian Standard, what we are doing now, what we look forward in future. So we started our journey in 1947 with our first Prime Minister inaugurating Bureau of Indian Standard, earlier named was Indian Standard Institution, with which you can see today's ISI mark. So earlier it was named as Indian Standard Institution in 1947, and 75 years of journey we have completed. We have helped in COVID, making masks for the COVID manufacturer, coverall. So till today, we are serving the industry, we are serving the government, procurers, we are serving the educational institute, because you might be knowing that in BIS has popped into many educational institutions for creating awareness about the standards, the Indian standard. So till date, 75 years we have crossed, and we have achieved many milestones, starting from uh, your starting from your making the standards of buildings, electrical items, electrical installation, up to the standards of steel that was being used in recently launched Chandrayaan also. We are situated in different parts of India, almost in each and every corner of India, maybe 2-3 places in a state, with 5 regional offices, 8 laboratories, 22,000 different laboratories for testing, and all those things to serve the industry and the nation as well. Uh, I am from Kolkata branch office 1. You can see we serve the West Bengal and Sikkim part. We serve the industries of West Bengal and Sikkim. We serve the government of West Bengal and government of Sikkim also in their procurement processes. We support educational institute for different works, different seminars for in these two states. Our major activities is making standards, implementing the standards through the signs that I have shown you at the early stage. And for putting those marks, as I have already told you, the before putting those marks, before putting those signs, the particular product or service must meet some or the other requirements, and whether that particular product truly meet the standard requirement or not, we do testing for that. Before hallmarking also, hallmarking of gold jewelry also, due testing, delegate testing is carried out on the jewelry, and different kinds of training programs we organize exposure visit for the students of colleges and schools. We organize different seminars, train consumer protection. If there is any complaint regarding the ISI mark product, hallmark jewelry, we do give redressal to the customer. So these are our activities which we do, mostly standard formulation. That means making the standards, implementing them through our conformity assessment schemes like ISI mark, hallmark, registration mark, eco mark, etc. And for that we do testing. These are our major activities, and other are incidental activities. This is our website, www.bis.gov.in. In the website, you can get different information, the information that I am telling, more than that. And you can get the standard also if you need, free of cost, from the website. Now, the standard is available at Know Your Standard portal on our website. Any product you feel that I need a standard of that product, like pen, you have to just search on our website pen. All the standards related to pen will be shown to you, and you can download it free of cost by just logging into our website. Just you have to log in to our website and you can download the standard free of cost. Later on, when you will be using the steam tables for mechanical engineers, the cement mixture for making buildings, for electrical engineer, the National Electrical Code, for food technologists, different standards related to drinking water, all those things, all those standards are available on this portal. Others means, as a customer also, whatever thing you use, the standard of those product is available on this website. You have to just log in and download it free. But you see, the making a standard is not a very simple thing. It takes years to make a standard, because as an individual, I cannot make a standard. I cannot expect that if I make a standard, the whole country, pan India, it will be accepted. So I need to take the views of each and every stakeholder. And the stakeholder starts from regulatory authorities to academicians to industry to consumer to R&D bodies. All sort of stakeholders can engage into the standard formulation activity. Even you as a student, the teachers of the school, the other members of the colleges can give their valuable comments on a standard if they feel that the standard is not made as per the requirement of a common customer. So it's open to all. It is the draft, the wide circulation draft is put on our website for 30 days for the comments from each and every citizen of the country. As a citizen also, you can give your comments through online. Nowhere to go, kahin bhi nahi jana hai. You can just sit down, open up your computer or laptop and give your valuable suggestions on the standards. And those, if those comments or inputs are accepted, then also you will be called to the committee meetings who are making those drafts. So as a customer, you can give your valuable comments also, but standards are not made individually. The responses, the inputs of each and every citizen of the country is taken into consideration before the standard is made. Now, till date, we have published near about 22,000 standard, but as I told, we started in 1947, and the first Indian standard which was published in 1947 was on Indian national flag. It tells us the length, breadth, the color, the hosting procedure, the textile that is to be used in the flag. All those specifications, all those requirements are given in the standard of national flag, and that standard is numbered as 1. And after that, we have published 22,000 standards related to testing, related to code of practices, related to glossary of terms, related to vocabulary, and obviously products, related to products, services, systems, and process also. BIS has launched a very useful tool known as the BIS Care app for the customers, for the consumers. The Know Your Standard feature is available on the website also and on this app also. It's a very handy tool available on Play Store, iOS Store, 7 MB app, 6.9 MB only. So it's a very small app. You can verify whether the ISI mark product is genuine or not, whether the registration mark mobile phone that you are using now is genuine or not, whether that bears a safety mark or not, and the safety mark is correct or not, the jewelry that you are purchasing bears a hallmarking number, that is correct or not, what are the standard relevant to me, that also you can search from the Know Your Standard tile of this BIS Care app. It's a very handy tool, very short tool for the empowerment of the customer. It's a tool, it's a arm to the customer. Whenever they go to the market, they can search for the products which with a mark of BIS and check whether that particular mark or sign is genuine or not. It is downloadable from Play Store as well as iOS Store also. The QR code I am also showing. If you want, you can get it from me in the after this particular session. We have started new initiatives last from last 2 years, last 2.5 years. We are holding regular meetings on different standards, the newly published standard, the standard which are going to be published or not. If you want, you can join us on this. discussion forum, relevant topics related to you. Maybe if you are interested, maybe you are doing any research and development in these particular fields, civil engineering, mechanical, metallurgy, food, maybe some service department, health, related to services, processes, management. We have got standards, and when a new standard is published, we celebrate the publication of the standard by the name Manak Manthan, and which are this program is churning of new standards, the discussion of new standard, dissemination of the provisions of the standard, what are the new things that have come, if that are not right, if that are not implementable, how we can change it, how we can implement this. Discussion forum is being organized in physical and virtual mode, in hybrid mode. So any of you as a student also, I'm telling all the students also, if you want to join us in these Manak Mantra also through virtual mode or even physical mode, you are obviously welcome at the place where it is being conducted. Or even if I'm requesting the faculty members also, if you want to have a discussion like this in your college also, we are ready for it with the students. In different educational institution, we have reached near about 400 standard clubs have been made. And for your information, Haldia Institute of Technology is one of the prominent institute in which standard club has been established. Standard club has been operationalized last week only, I think. We have done an activity of the standard club. The students can join into this standard club. Mr. Devaditya, Dr. Devaditya Ghosh is the mentor of the standard club. The students can meet him and join in the standard club. There are different activities of the standard club, like standard writing competition, poster making, essay writing, debate, seminar, quiz, all those activities we are doing. And even the student who are the members of those clubs will get an access to free resources of BIS. The resources, the audiovisual resources, the books, the material, the scientific documents which will be published throughout the India in different institute will be available to the students and the teachers free of cost whenever the standard club is established. As well as we have signed different memorandum of understanding with different institute like IITs, NITs, IIEST, and we are trying to also to have an MOU with Haldia Institute of Technology also for enriching the student base of the standard, because as I told in at the initial stages also, the newly inducted students are like the new leaves that had come out from the plants who will shower the dews on the ground to grow more to the nation. So the Standard Club initiative is a initiative taken 2.5 years back, and I am glad to inform that Haldia Institute of Technology is a part of it. And in each and every district of India, we are able to make at least 3-4 club. So that is our outreach, that we want to go to the ground level also. And for the consumers, we are doing different kinds of programs like the door-to-door campaign. The youth, the student of different colleges, different institute, go to the lowest level of the consumer, go to their friends, go to their family, go to their relatives, tell about the BIS Care app, what is the uses, how they can use it as an arm while buying products, and make them aware about BIS, ISI mark products, hallmark jewelry, standards, quality, all those things we are doing. And till date, we are able to reach around 15 lakh households. And the next campaign of the next part of this campaign is being organized in the month of October, when there is a big celebration known as the World Standard Day. So again, I am sharing the contact details. If you want, you can note it down. And I'm again, yeah, again telling the students that these will not leave you at any point of time. But again, your basics, the fundamentals of whatever you are reading, whatever you are studying, whatever you're learning should be absolutely crystal clear. So, with these words, I thank Haldia Institute of Technology once again. Thank you very much and best of luck to all of you. Very, very thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your knowledge, whatever you have shared with us, with our students. I think they will definitely enlighten them with your words. And I hope this kind of program will organized further and would be fortunate enough to have you with us. And personally, I am a BIS Care app user, and you will be happy to know that. And this Manak Manthan, definitely it will be a very great opportunity for our students as well. So hope they will join our club whenever they will be in our institute,
Sure.
and they will increase their self with their knowledges, with the knowledge and help of BIS care websites and app as well. Thank you so much, sir, for being with us. Thank you.
Thank you.
And this is the we are wrapping up for the today's session. And for the next day, we will be further notified by the uh, mentors and our program induction routines. So thank you so much, everyone, our students and dignitaries, for staying with us. Have a great day. Thank you. Anyone having any questions for sir? Sir, would you like to take some questions from our faculty and staff members and students as well? Sir, are you there? Okay, I think sir has left. Thank you so much.